Princess Leonor kiss mark greeting with sailor boys. A future queen. A military base. Uniforms lined in order. And then, a kiss. Not secret. Not hidden. Public. Shocking. Tender. Princess Leonor, greeting sailor boys with warmth Spain did not expect. Why did it happen? And what does it mean for her image as the heir to the Spanish throne? The moment unfolded at the Naval Academy. The sea breeze carried tradition, discipline, and ceremony. Rows of young cadets, sailors in crisp uniforms, stood tall, waiting for their princess. For Leonor, this was more than a visit. It was her destiny in motion. As heir to the crown, she must know the Navy, the Army, the Air Force. She must be more than royal, she must be commander. And yet, what shocked the public was not her uniform, not her speech, but her gesture. She leaned in, greeted sailors not just with formality, but with affection. A kiss on the cheek. A Spanish greeting, yes. But one layered with emotion, symbolism, and history. The cameras caught it. The headlines blazed. Princess Leonor kisses sailor boys in greeting. Some gasped. Some smiled. Some questioned. Was it too casual? Too warm? Or exactly what Spain needed, a queen who embraces her people as family? To understand, we must step back. Leonor is not just any royal. She is the first woman in centuries to inherit the Spanish crown. Every action she takes is weighed heavily. Spain's monarchy has endured scandal, exile, and doubt. King Felipe, her father, restored dignity after the fall of Juan Carlos. And now Leonor must carry that restoration into the next generation. When she kissed the sailors in greeting, she was not merely showing politeness. She was sending a message. That she sees Spain's armed forces not as tools, but as brothers. Not as distance, but as closeness. Not as servants of crown, but as sons of Spain. But curiosity deepens. Why sailors? Why this gesture here, in the Naval Academy? Because the Navy holds a special place in Spain's story. The sea carried empires, trade, discovery. The Navy built Spain's global reach centuries ago. To greet sailors with affection is to embrace Spain's roots, its honor, its past. Royal watchers debated endlessly. Some said Leonor broke protocol. A princess, they argued, should remain dignified, untouchable, formal. But others countered, this is precisely the point. Leonor is a different kind of royal. Warm, accessible, a leader who understands her people. A queen who commands respect, not by distance, but by connection. And here, the story thickens. Because Leonor is still young, 19, stepping into adulthood. The world sees in her a mix of girlhood tenderness and regal strength. Every kiss, every smile, every embrace becomes a statement. A declaration of how she will rule. Will she reign from the throne of marble, or from the hearts of her people? Think of her sister, Infanta Sofia. Sofia watches from a different path, supportive, loyal, close. Some wonder if Sofia sees in Leonor's gestures the blueprint of their monarchy's survival. Because Spain no longer worships crowns blindly. The people demand sincerity. Leonor's kiss may not have been a simple greeting, it may have been survival strategy. But how did the sailors react? With pride, with surprise, with quiet joy. Imagine their feelings, a princess, future queen, treating them not as faceless cadets, but as brothers. That memory will live with them forever. For those boys, the kiss was not about protocol. It was about being seen, valued, embraced by the crown. And what about Queen Letizia? Her watchful eyes, her protective nature. How does she see her daughter's choice? Likely with a mix of pride and calculation. She knows every gesture has weight. She knows Spain's press is hungry, eager to twist. But she also knows that warmth builds trust, and trust builds monarchy. King Felipe, he must see in Leonor the reflection of his own younger years, when he too trained in military academies, shook hands, saluted soldiers. But Leonor has taken it one step further. She has added affection, a softness to balance discipline, a human touch to balance the crown's heaviness. Royal fans worldwide compared the moment to other young heirs. Prince William and Harry, raised with hugs and handshakes. Princess Elizabeth of Belgium, formal and poised. Yet Leonor's kiss stood apart, uniquely Spanish, uniquely personal. It showed that the monarchy of Spain is not a museum piece. It breathes, it feels, it loves. And yet, not all were pleased. Critics argued it blurred lines. They asked, will this warmth weaken the crown's authority? Will too much affection diminish the aura of monarchy? The debate rages on, but Leonor seems unshaken, because she knows, respect today is earned not by distance, but by humanity. As the day went on, Leonor stood with the sailors. She listened, she spoke, she trained alongside them, but the kiss overshadowed everything. It became the headline, the memory, the story. A single gesture carrying centuries of tradition, wrapped in the simplicity of human warmth. And this brings us back to the deeper meaning. A kiss is never just a kiss. In politics, in monarchy, in history, it is a symbol. Leonor's kiss was a bridge. Between crown and people, between history and future, between authority and affection. When Spain looks back years from now, they may see this as a turning point. The day their future queen showed she would not be distant, cold, untouchable. She would be close, warm, human, a queen who leads with the mind of a commander and the heart of a sister. For the sailors, it was a memory. For Spain, it was a signal. For Leonor, it was a choice. The kiss that shocked, the kiss that warmed, the kiss that may have defined a reign before it even began. Princess Leonor and the sailor boys. A greeting that was more than a greeting. A moment Spain will never forget. Because in that single kiss, the future of the Spanish crown was written, not in marble, but in love. The story is just beginning.